We all know how important it is to be able to track on campaigns in real time. You can do this now directly in Salesforce with the help of connected campaigns and custom reports. You can share this with any stakeholder within the business so that everyone's kept up to date and be able to check in on their own and self-serve whenever they like.
Pardot Ninja.
Hey everyone, today we are talking about connected campaigns within Pardot and creating custom reports to be able to see how your campaigns are progressing, whether it be the emails, or specifically in this case, how your emails are performing within each campaign. But you can also apply this to things like forms as well. As you can see in this page layout here, we've got the engagement tab for the connected campaigns, where you can see your Pardot related assets. Anything that's attached to this particular campaign will show up here. So if you haven't enabled connected campaigns, I mean, there's definitely been lots of thought leadership and just commentary from Salesforce about making sure that you have. And most customers, obviously, if you've bought recently, will be on the Pardot Lightning app. If you're not, you absolutely should be, because you're missing out on all the new features that are rolling out. So connected campaigns have been around for a couple of years now, just about, and essentially it passes Pardot campaign information through to the Salesforce campaign object and vice versa. So like I said, anything related to this campaign. So when you're setting things like forms and emails up, you have the ability to, or you have to actually choose which campaign that asset's associated to. And that's how the data flows through here. We won't go into that today. There are other content pieces that speak to that. Today, we're going to focus on the report itself. So you go into setup from the cogwheel here, and it'll open up your Salesforce setup. You put in report types. And we've already got one here, but I'll create a new one just to walk you through it. So we want to be looking at campaigns. Whatever you like. And then you want to choose deployed. Go next. So you want to be linking your campaigns with your list emails. That's how you're going to get your information in there. As you can see, like I said before, you can pull your forms in there as well. But in this case, we're going to look at list emails specifically. And you want to leave it here on the A option. So once you've created that, you can go in and select by default which fields are available by the report, or for the report, sorry. We're not going to do that today, but it is as easy as clicking on the edit layout, and then you can go in and double click the fields that you want and select them to be default. Now we're going to create a report. So by clicking on the reports tab, you can then click new. And all we need to do is put Pardot in. We've called it Pardot Ninja Email Tracking. And then in here, you'll see that it loads up. You can select, whatever it might be that you want to see. And then we can come in here and have a look at it. Specific open rates, clicks, etc. And then you might even want to actually group by campaign name. So now you can start to see, all right, within particular campaigns, this is what I can see in terms of, you know, how it's all performing. Now, it is pretty useful to add the type field in, because then you can start to see, all right, was it a list email? Was it sent by automation? And that way you can sort of differentiate between the two. You might actually also want to group by that depending on what you're trying to look at. You can then also look at, you know, filtering by scheduled date. If you want to look at particular periods of time. So you might want to look at, you know, the last 3 months, last 90 days, for example. And you want to have, you know, you might be running some reporting for the business based on that. Now, you can also do things, you know, around, you know, averaging clicks per campaign, for example. You know, it all depends on what you're trying to achieve. But essentially, by creating this custom report, you've now got, you know, the data that you want in the right place with the right relativity to be able to start to pull this information up. And then ultimately you can obviously create dashboards as well. If you wanted to, you know, get into a little bit more detail in terms of, you know, the different types of reports, happy for you to reach out with particular use cases, and I can put a video together. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode. We hope you got a lot of value out of it. Please don't forget to subscribe and engage with the content, because a lot of it is driven by you guys, the user. So we need to know your feedback. Cheers.